First tonight, a teen with an extremely violent past is now charged with robbing an 81-year-old woman.
Yeah, Benny Simmons is accused of shoving her to the ground at her apartment complex in the A-Leaf area earlier this month. Maria Aguilera joins us live from the Harris County Jail with what led to the arrest and what the victim has to say about the 18-year-old suspect. Maria?
Len and Mia, this incident happened in broad daylight, and the teenager accused in this case had already served time for murder and was recently released on parole after only 2 years of a 20-year sentence.
I think it must have been about right here.
Sandra Glenn is 81 years old. She tells me she's feeling thankful, yet still shaken after what she's been through.
I have never had anything happen to me like this, never.
On April 3rd, she was at her apartment complex in A-Leaf, loading up her car to head out. She says she noticed a man nearby but didn't think much of it until he approached her and yanked the lanyard with her car keys from around her neck.
And he started pulling on it, and he was trying to get it over my head.
Police have now identified him as Benny Simmons. He just turned 18 last week, but was 17 at the time of the incident. According to Glenn, Simmons pulled so hard on the lanyard, he knocked her to the ground, leaving her very bruised.
Hit my head, and then I was just kind of in shock, and I jumped up and ran toward the car.
A neighbor contacted the apartment management as Simmons allegedly tried to drive off.
They called me and told me about the gate, so I locked it.
In the process, he reportedly crashed into several vehicles before getting out and running away. Houston police say he was later arrested because he dropped his cell phone at the scene. And we've learned this wasn't Simmons' first run-in with the law.
Mr. Simmons is on parole for capital murder and aggravated robbery.
The capital murder charge dates back to when he was just 14, when he shot and killed a man during a robbery. He was convicted and sentenced to 20 years, but released on parole after only serving 2.
They shouldn't let somebody go that's that vicious and violent. And because the more I hear about him and what he did, the more it concerns me that something could have happened really bad to me. He could have had a gun and did the same thing to me.
Glenn tells me she's always been aware of her surroundings, but after this, she plans to be even more cautious.
I'm scared to death of people that I see because I'm thinking they could be violent too.
At last check, Simmons is in jail on a $100,000 bond. Live in downtown Houston, Maria Aguilera, KHOU 11 News.
A lot of people wondering how someone convicted of capital murder did so little time. Maria Aguilera, thank you.